Yep, going live. Let's go.
All right, guys. Welcome to our Thursday AMA, September 15th, the day after the merge, or the day of the merge, depending on where you live. Regardless, just to give you guys a quick summary of the Ethereum merge, we are now proof of stake. The merge went perfectly fine. I'm sure you guys all know it was the biggest news in crypto in the past forever. So, yeah, kudos to the Ethereum team and everybody who builds on the Ethereum platform. We're now in a better place, so let the building continue, boys. Now that we got all the small news out of the way, let's get into the more juicier stuff and the bigger news. So, for months now, the community has been waiting for some Shiba Doge Army NFT updates. They've been excited for the Shiba Doge Army ever since the Doge Army first initially came out. So we have, up to this point, have not shared anything on the NFTs itself yet. We haven't gave, at all any sneak peeks, at all any info on what you could do with them or any of the perks or quirks. So today I'm proud to announce that we're actually going to share with you guys a teaser. It's not all the info, but it's a ton of cool info that we're very, very excited to share with y'all. So, Ruth, if you wouldn't mind sharing your screen, please, so everyone can follow along as I go through this.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and give it a minute for you to bring that up.
I did say that you should not share this, Leo, but we'll leave it at that.
We couldn't keep it a secret forever, Alex.
I know. It's good that you always push me to push.
That's right.
Okay, there we go.
All right, perfect. That's amazing. So, as you guys can all see, we have a nice little slide here for you guys, and let's go through it together. Exclusive to Doge and Shiba Army holders. These are bullet points of some of the things that are going to be offered with the Shiba Doge Army NFT. Number one, it says personalize your NFT just the way you like it before you mint it. Now, we talked about this, and we told you guys that the Shiba Doge Army is going to be one of the most customizable NFTs on the entire market, in the entire space. And when we say that, we mean it, and we can't wait to be able to showcase what we're talking about and bring our vision to life. So, yes, you read that right. You will be able to customize your NFT before you're able to mint it, and it will be minted the way that you envision it. So that's something we're super excited about. Bullet point number 2, unlock rare and legendary wearable items. This is another thing that I love, and this is something that Peter loves as well. So this opens opportunity for us to continue building on the platform that these NFTs are brought to, right? Because new items, new experiences, the list goes on. I don't want to spill too many beans, but yes, you will be able to compete and unlock new wearables, new items of the sort, and it's just going to be amazing. So keep your eyes out for that. Now, bullet point number 3. We have 5 origin bloodlines that unlock exclusive experiences. Now, I won't get into what those experiences are, but what I will get into is that there are 5 origin bloodlines. Now, what does that mean? That means these are going to be ranked differently in a sense, right? Now, we're all used to generals, privates, sergeants, corporals, whatever else we have. With the Shiba Doge Army, we will be changing that ranking system. There won't be generals or whatnot. We'll be introducing a new type of ranking system. It will be the bloodlines, and the bloodlines are going to play a very important role in the storyline. So each bloodline will unlock different experiences, and we'll get into that as we get closer to releasing more information about the project. Bullet point number 4: introducing trait swapping. I'm going to try to let you guys use your creativity and your imagination to kind of diagnose what that means. I'm not going to drop the ball just yet on that, but this is probably one of our bigger features that we're introducing with this collection, and I personally haven't seen it done anywhere else just yet. So trade swapping is going to be big. Now, this is my personal.
I like your ray gun.
I'm sure you love my ray gun, Alex. Oh man! All right, I'm gonna get into this next bullet point because this is my absolute favorite bullet point. You know how your NFTs might be numbered? It'll be Shiba Army 3346. Shout out to whoever has 3346 or whatever, right? Now you'll be able to name your dogs. You'll be able to name your NFTs, and I'm gonna tell them, Alex, if you reserve a name, if you reserve the name Leo, for example, nobody else can use that name. It's one name per collection. It's unique to the NFT. You will be able to change it if you ever want. You can change your names as much as you want, and we'll give you guys more information on how to do that. But this is cool because there is a market out there for names, guys. We know that, and that's a recognized thing. If you're an avid gamer, if you're an avid influencer, whatever, names go a long way. So, and we recognize that, so we're happy to introduce it into the collection. We're actually talking about implementing a feature, a whitelist feature per se. I mean, we're still finalizing the back-end details of it, but you may be able to reserve your names beforehand. That might be one of the incentives that we have coming up. So, stay posted for more information on that if we decide to go that route. And let us know what you guys think about that option as well, if you guys like the idea of being able to reserve names beforehand. So anyway.
Wait, so you're just going to drop this, and then you're going to give someone the idea to reserve Leo, right? Like,
yeah.
You know you're not getting Leo, right? Like, you know that's already done.
Whether I mentioned it on this AMA or not, I knew for a fact I'm not going to be fast enough to get Leo.
All right, I'm reserving Alex.
I'm going to reserve Alex.
Okay, so this is payback for the ice cream that I basically ate, right? Okay, fine.
Oh, no. The payback for the ice cream is built in. That's priced in. You're going to feel that in about an hour.
It's in the economics.
Oh, man. All right, let's go into the next one. True burn functionality. So we should all already know what true burn is. True burn means completely get disintegrated off the blockchain. We see it happen with burn all the time. When we have our burns for the burn project, they get true burned and get deleted off of the blockchain. So we are introducing a true burn functionality to the collection as well. They will be able to get burned, so it will be deflationary in a sense, and we'll tell you guys how the deflationary system of it works and how you guys can monetize that in your favor, or whatever else that we decide to share with you guys in the very near future. But it's very cool that this is a deflationary project, and since it has the true burn mechanism built in, when one does get burnt off, it really does remove it off of OpenSea, and it doesn't just show up as sent to the burn wallet. So we're very excited about that, and we're very excited to see how the future can depict the way that these NFTs are either staying the same or getting burned, depending on what the community does, right? So that's a very cool one. The next one is NFT collectible comic book series. So yes, we are going to have a comic book series, and this is going to be the first step in our media journey. We're very excited to let you guys know that we do have goals, ambitions, and aspirations of bringing a media company to life with the Shiba Doge Burn Shiba Army Doge Army project. So the Shiba Doge Labs wants to take the steps to become a media company as well in the future, right? So our first step is going to be introducing a exclusive comic book series, and we're working with a very talented team to bring that to life right now as we speak. The comic book is being built, artwork is being built for it, storylines are being written for it. So yeah, that's something that we're super excited about. And last but not least, we have CCO licensing grant to holders. What does that mean? That means that if you own an NFT, you literally own that NFT, and you can do anything you want with it. You can make merch with it, you can make commercials with it, you can do anything and everything that you're physically capable of doing, and nobody could stop you. You own that IP, you own that NFT. It is 100% yours, and that is the most powerful thing. People don't realize that in the NFT space, because they're focused on some of the other things that get, that stick out a bit more. But as a avid NFT investor myself, one thing that I look out for whenever I'm purchasing an NFT is, do I actually really own it? And if I do, then that makes me want it even more, because I'm a businessman at heart myself too, and being able to monetize things that I own for whatever reason is just something that really, really appeals to me, right? And we'll make it so that you guys have ideas on how you can monetize your NFTs too as well. We won't really lay out the whole foundation for you guys, but we'll give you guys some ideas and advice on how you can bring some things to life. So yeah, that is just a few of the things that we want to share with you guys today. There are more that are not on this list. There are reasons why they're not on this list. Either they're not finalized, either we're still working on some of the things, or they just didn't make the cut. But there are more that belong on this list that we just weren't able to crunch on here in time. So over time, we will share more things with you guys. But how about we check out some artwork? So what we're going to bring up on the screen next is sort of an evolution of the Shiba Doge Army NFTs in a sense. You can use your imagination to try to figure out how it's going to look. None of these are confirmed to be the actual NFT yet. They may be, but we're not going to let you guys know just yet. But give us some feedback. What do you think about these base models? There's an evolution of them, and there is a storyline behind each character that you're going to see on the screen here. So I'm going to go ahead and send you this real quick, Roof, and you'll be able to share that. So let's see, copy and paste. Let's go ahead and bring that up.
I actually wanted to talk while you're doing that about the CCO licensing, which is, I know it seems like it's the bottom point that nobody's like, oh, okay, well, obviously I get that, right? I own the NFT, and what's the point of like the rest of it, right? But I wanted to think about it for me as a holder, and something that I've been, kind of contemplating. And this is really the Bored Ape Yacht Club who really pioneered this strategy, and enabling their holders to kind of create with the asset and the IP in mind. So the way I look at it is, right, I'm a long-term holder of Shiba Doge. I'm a long-term holder of the NFTs. And at the end of the day, I believe in the project. Obviously, I'm a developer on the project. And to think that you can essentially create anything you want as this project grows, as this project matures, as this project becomes bigger, and becomes an icon of the Doge community, becomes an icon of the Shiba community, becomes an icon of the community of people that just want to like figure out what the next big crypto is. You have the rights to create your own business on top of the asset that you own. So to me, that's been really impactful. It's something that's really powerful. It's a small point. It looks so small in comparison to all the other bullish news that you have, but the idea to be able to to create and build, and sort of, you could do anything. If you have an asset, you have a skill, something that you're good at, and you combine that with your IP, it can take it to the moon. I mean, there's no limit to what you can do. And I'm going to stop talking because you already put these previews up. So, Leo, do your thing.
No, I mean, you made some very good points, Alex. And, the limit is your imagination. That's the limit, is how creative can you get and monetize what you own. And that's what it's all about, man. And we see it happen in these blue chip projects all the time. And I can't wait for our community to start taking advantage of those CCO opportunities and monetize their IP. So we'll definitely help you guys out on giving you some ideas and some direction on how to get started. But yeah, we're excited to be able to push that narrative as well, because it's something that we want to see as well. But yeah, let's get into these sneak peeks, guys. So if you can, obviously you see on the screen, and I posted it in the chat as well. So these are some base models. These are some sketches that we're sharing with you guys. Each of them has a meaning behind it, and each of them is something that might make the cut for the final version. But there are also some that we're not sharing just yet either. Like I said, this is a very early sneak peek that we're sharing with you guys. We just thought now's a good time to start talking about it, because we're getting halfway through season 2, and Shiba Doge Army is coming season 3. So there are a lot to cover ground on. So we just wanted to make sure we could keep you guys up to date and let you guys know, what to expect in a sense. Now, I want you guys to let me know what you guys think of some of this artwork. Give us some feedback, and while the collection is still not out, we will be able to implement some feedback as well. So it's very important that we're communicating back and forth on feedback, because we want to know what you guys want, and if there is something that's missing, we want to be able to make sure that we can deliver on that end as well. A lot of times, a lot of people, especially in the artistic world, just push their narrative and what they like and what they love, which is fine. And I'm a very big advocate of supporting artists, but this is a community project, so we would definitely like to hear some feedback from the community as well, based off some of these sketches.
Yeah, Leo, one thing I want to add is a lot of the things that we came up with for this collection is revolving around the community. Like, for example, the first point of personalizing your NFT just the way you like it before you mint it. Like, that is us giving the community the opportunity to create an NFT that they love, that they feel like represents them most accurately. So we want to get you guys involved as much as possible. So when we're presenting these things, we definitely want to hear what you guys think and hear your opinion. So please let us know your thoughts. Be involved.
100%. And I'm reading the chat. Josh says he's reserving Josh Elon. I'm sorry, Josh, but that's what I was going to reserve, bro. So you can buy it off me if you like. But we'll talk business in
Nice
privately.
try. Nice try. I've already got Josh Elon.
But yeah, guys. So this is as much as we're going to get into the sneak peeks today. Max, can you mute your mic? There you go. Perfect. That's as much as we're going to get into on the sneak peeks today. I am going to share more sneak peeks in the near future. The team will be back, and we're going to be back with some more finalized information and some more detailed information the next time we talk about this stuff. So I'm very excited with what we were able to bring to life today and present to you guys, because this is actually day 1 of the start of the Shiba Doge Army. And talking about the Shiba Doge Army, it's just so easy to say Shiba Doge Army because we've been saying it for such a long time, but more than likely it's going to just be called the Shiba Doge NFTs, right? It's not going to be, it's just going to be called Shiba Doge. It's not going to be called Shiba Doge Army. It will just be called Shiba Doge. More than likely. That's also still not 100% finalized, but that's just something I wanted to share with you guys as well.
I wanted to jump in and also share, kind of touch base with what Max had to say, about what it took to get to this point. And obviously we still have a long ways to go. But I wanted to kind of like emphasize what it is that is driving us forward. And a lot of that is the value that that the people of our community are able to see. And, a big one of those is that, we were looking, after having released 2 very successful NFT projects, we were looking to be able to give sort of an incredible perk, right? Ownership of our NFTs should, for the rest of time, come with something that is not offered anywhere else in the marketplace. And this is our first ever free to mint, right? You've seen free to mints from a lot of different places, and you've seen them either do really well or you've seen them fail. And I think with all of the history and all of the sort of the foundational work that's gone into our NFT project, having this first sort of free to mint combined with this exclusivity factor, meaning that you are only allowed to participate, right? Because, Leo, tell me, what does it take to get a free to mint nowadays, right? You just have to like join the Discord or something. It's not like very exclusive, right?
Okay, so sorry, I'm echoing, so it's hard to talk. There we go. Okay. What is the biggest problem with freedom mints right now? We saw freedom mints have a huge push a few months back, right? And it was cool now. Some of those projects, shout out to Goblins, shout out to some of the other ones that were able to be successful. They killed it, right? They did great. And they built crazy communities off of that. But here's the problem with what a lot of people started abusing the freedom mint aspect of, bringing NFTs to communities, and you saw a lot of scams. You saw a lot of bad NFTs that were just like being pumped into the ecosystem and just like diluting OpenSea with garbage. You saw a lot of fake NFTs that people were hosting free mint quote websites, and then you won't go and connect your wallet and you're just absolutely wrecked. And I know some people in our community who got wrecked trying to do free mints off of some random stuff they found online. So yes, let's say free mints have had a roller coaster of a journey on OpenSea or in the NFT marketplace so far, right? But what people haven't done correctly with free mints is actually cater to their community in a way that their community wants to be catered in, or they just didn't have a community to start with. What we're doing is we're actually catering to a pre-existing community that knows what's coming, that knows what to expect, and we know what the community wants in the sense as well too. So us being able to spend the last 9-10 months being able to spend time with you guys, talk to you guys every single week on VCs, know kind of what your interests are and know what kind of direction you guys want the project to go. It helps us mold and form the direction of the next generation of NFTs, which will be the Shiba Doge Army NFTs. I say Army again, but it just stuck in my head. But yeah, us being able to cater to the wants and needs of people rather than just throwing something out there and hoping that it is something people like is the differentiating factor, right? And I think that's very valuable because us as devs, we spend a lot of time communicating with you guys, and not a lot of other projects at all do that, right? So they don't really know their community on an intimate level like we do. And us being so connected with you guys, it makes me feel like as if, yeah, we do know what will work in sense that you guys will like, right? And we kind of think the same way you guys do in a sense too. So I'm confident you guys are going to like the direction that this is going. I'm confident that you guys are going to be blown away by some of the features that are going to be presented. Or not presented, but showcased. We already talked about some of the features, but showcased in the next generation of these NFTs. And I'm confident that you guys are going to be extremely bullish on the future for Shiba Doge. So I'm super excited, man.
Too.
For sure, I agree
opens
with
up
you. I
a
just
wide range
sorry,
of
Max.
opportunity
Sorry.
for the project overall. Opens up a wide range of product opportunities, marketing opportunities, growth opportunities. Like we have so many different plans about how we're going to market this and to gain eyeballs from outside communities and bring in tons of new people into the project. I mean, it just opens up a can of worms of ways we can continue to grow the Shiba Doge project and ecosystem. So it's really exciting. And a couple people, Debo and Nikita, were raising their hands. I think they wanted to say something about the NFTs. So you guys are unmuted if you want to go ahead now.
Leo, Max, Alexander, all my brothers and sisters. What's up, everybody? Y'all like?
What's up, Nikita?
Man, nothing. I just wanted to ask a question. Those pictures that y'all just shared on the slide, am I able to use those in my tweet before I even use them?
Yeah, of course. You can use them. Those are public information now, man.
Yeah, we're going to tweet them after this VC too. So you guys can do as you'd like with them.
All right, y'all. All right, one love, everybody.
Perfect, bro. Thanks for coming up. Alex, you were saying something. You and Max were echoing back and forth. I couldn't tell if you were trying to say something.
Well, just no, I don't really remember. But the main point as to what you and Max were saying was, I think, like a big one, right? We've gone back and forth on this evolution of the NFTs so much, and like every single one of us have had so much input. Like one of us have had, oh, we need to go market forward, or or we need to be aesthetic forward, or we need to be format forward, right? And we got all these different ideas that have kind of culminated to what I think we have now. And when I look back at what really has made all of our projects successful, what's really been able to cultivate the community the way that we've always envisioned it to be, and also what's going to make this project successful is that we are truly kind of intertwining it with the community. The whole point is that we want you to feel more connected to your NFT. I've heard from so many different people, that they dislike things, they like things. There's certain elements and rarity traits to their NFT that they just love, and they wish that they could have that on, sort of their ideal NFT. Now, I don't know why that isn't the case yet, but why shouldn't everyone be in love with their NFT? They're going to hold it for the rest of time. It's going to be a collectible that they never give up. I mean, sure, there are the paper hands, and sure, there are the people that are just going to, flip it. But like, I'm not talking to those people. I mean, like, why shouldn't the people that are invested and love this project, love the community, love everything about the ecosystem, why should they not have something that they're so proud to represent every single minute of the day? Like, why should that not be their profile pic? Why should that not be their email signature, right? This is sort of something so obvious, but so many projects do it. And I think that this is a big step in the right direction with the whole personalization element. And it does serve this secondary benefit. A lot of big projects, big projects that have raised a substantial amount of money have been kind of raising money on this concept of being sort of market forward. We're going to be this next evolution dynamic NFT. And the thing that I see as an investor in the space, I take a step back, not a developer. I take a step back as an investor, and I say, I'm not seeing the type of development. I'm not seeing the type of evolution. I'm not seeing the sort of dynamic element that's being truly utilized in a way that like services why you actually want the NFT to begin with. And this may be a huge risk, what we're doing and why we're taking this direction. But I think it's so market forward and so honest with the community, so honorary Like the idea that we're going to make sure that you are in love with the NFT you get. You are all part of this exclusive club. There is nobody else that's going to be able to mint a Shiba Doge army. And why should you not be in love with that character? Why should you not be in love with that piece of IP? Because we're going to build on top of that for the rest of time. We're going to build franchises. We're going to build IP. There's going to be media integrations. There's going to be content that's being produced daily.
An amusement park.
Why should you not be in love with your representation of your participation in the community? And I think that this is something that, as much as you hate me for taking your ice cream, I think we can really agree on this one part. And this 100%. Is the thing that is going to separate our project from every other project out there. This is just the beginning. The whole personalization 100%. Element. It's not personalization, just be personalization. It's not just, because that's the next big thing. It's, we asked ourselves on the whiteboard, what can we do to make sure that the people that are able and are granted the luxury of being able to mint a Shiba Doge NFT, what will make them love it that much more? And I think that's the conversation that's not happening with any other NFTs and any other NFT projects. And that's fine. Those communities are those communities. But I think we've got a long way to go. And I think we're off to the right start.
100%. And to add on to that, one thing that I think is going to be very valuable, right, is not, you said something that was key. You said, you'd be able to personalize your NFT because you love it. And that's going to make you feel good. What's going to make you feel even better is getting compliments, other people loving your design, being able to showcase your creativity, becoming an NFT artist in a sense, in a way, right? Your creativity will make your NFT unique and different from every other NFT in the collection. So, when you're wearing a new shirt or some new shoes, and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, okay, cool, I like how this looks. And then you go out and you're walking around, that you're at the mall or you're at the park or whatever, and then somebody else compliments you on your shoes. It makes you feel good, right? You're like, yeah, look, see, I'm not the only person who likes it. Other people like it too. That's what people are going to really appreciate with the whole customization of this project. And I'm just super excited, Alex and Max and everybody else. Like, I can't wait for people to be able to showcase their creativity, to be able to bring their visions to life, and at the same time be rewarded with all the perks and quirks that come with the Shiba Doge NFTs, man. So, Farrell, I see you have your hand up. Let's bring you up, man. I'm going to let you ask your question, and then I want to start talking about some mint deals and something really epic that I want to share with y'all. So you're unmuted now. You could go ahead and unmute yourself and speak, Farrell.
Okay, no, sorry. I was just having some technical issues. I'm good now.
Okay, no worries, bro.
Can I say something, Leo, before you move on?
Yeah, of course.
You don't need to confirm or deny this, but it seemed to me this collection is going to be like one of ones. All of it.
So, okay, yes and no. So every NFT is going to be unique, right? I very highly doubt two NFTs will be the same. Unless it's like you guys sit there in a chat room and say, hey, let's all make the same NFT and customize our NFTs to look the same. And if you guys do that, then that's your choice. I mean, I think everyone's going to want to showcase their own creativity, even though you'll be able to change the looks of your NFT in the future too, because these are going to be dynamic NFTs that you can personalize and customize down the line too. But yeah, so technically they are all one of ones, considering everyone is making it on themselves, with their own creativity, their own imagination. But yeah, I mean, you guys could all sit in the same room and plan to make the same looking NFTs, but I mean, I don't see why you guys would do that. All right. All right, let's talk about Mint Monday.
I'm excited
What's up,
about
Max?
Mint Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Tell them, Leo.
100%, man.
Tell them what they have the chance to win.
All right, guys. So this Mint Monday is going to be very unique. We haven't done anything like this ever. And I don't know if any project has done anything like this ever. So there isn't a 3+1 deal or a 4+1 deal or anything like that happening this Mint Monday.
Hold on, Leo. Hold on. All right, nice.
Oh, man. Okay. So what we're doing is we've collaborated with someone huge in the NFT space, somebody who is blowing up in the space. What this person is doing, they work very closely with Bored Ape Yacht Club. We actually found them in the Bored Ape Yacht Club Discord. Alex had, met him and started talking to him. And this is, another reason to justify the reason on why we brought the Bored Ape into our ecosystem, other than the IP rights. The community, and this is why we always push community, because all these interactions that you make with people, they can be valuable, and this is the reason why. So we've collaborated with this person. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to say who he is just yet. I'm going to share with you guys right now some of his work. Let's go ahead and share this.
Have the video played by Roof?
Yeah, I'll send it to Roof. Do you mind sharing your screen again? Let me send you the media. I just don't know if the share screen will actually share the sound as well, but let's try it.
Yeah, go ahead, no problem.
All right, 1 second. I'm going to send you 2 videos, okay?
Okay.
There's one. And there's 2. Okay. Yeah, let me know if it works. So, anyway, guys, we've collaborated with this gentleman. Go ahead and share your screen, Roof, please.
Yes, give me a second.
Sure. That's so good. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so yeah, I guess audio doesn't. I'm gonna forward them into the Telegram as well, because audio is not working on Roofs and Alex. That's one. All right, guys, check this out. So I just shared it in the Telegram. These 2 videos are kind of just a little teaser of what they are, right? So this gentleman actually made these for the Bored Ape Yacht Club. These are specific Bored Apes. So this Bored Ape is a real Bored Ape. So it's linked to an NFT. These are 1.5 foot, almost 2 foot in size sculptures, all custom made, all handmade, and it literally brings your NFT to life. So we've partnered with this guy and his team to give away 5 of these to our community. And he's going to handle shipping, he's going to handle manufacturing, he's going to handle everything. So you will be able to, if you're a winner, you will be able to choose which NFT that you own that you want to be made, and you will let us know. We will forward it over to him. It's about a 3 to 5 week process to get it over to you guys. So we're going to choose 5 winners. There will be 5 winners, and the way to compete in this is just participate on minting on Monday. Every mint counts as an entry. So if you mint 1, that's 1 entry. You mint 20, that's 20 entries, whatever, and etc. Right? You get it. But that's the idea. Is we're going to give away 5 of these. We're going to put the entries on the wheel. We're going to spin it, and we're going to choose the winners. And you guys will be able to have the absolute first ever editions of the Shiba or Doge Army NFTs, whatever you choose, to be brought to life, and you will physically own it, which is amazing. It's freaking nuts.
It's so sick. So you're gonna be able to choose your favorite NFT, your favorite Doge or Shiba Army, and get that recreated into a 1-foot sculpture. And these typically retail over $1,500 each. So whoever 5 lucky winners are gonna be able to get their favorite Doge or Shiba NFT made into a 1-foot collectible that's represents your NFT and brings it to life in the physical world.
100%, man. Max, I think the dollar cost value is obviously it's expensive. It's not a cheap thing, but I think it's irrelevant. I think it's priceless in a sense, especially for people who are avid supporters and love the NFTs. It's because nothing like this exists yet, right? Especially for the Shiba and Doge Army NFTs. So it's literally, you're going to have 1 out of 5 or whatever. There will only be 5 of these in circulation so far. And you're going to be, if you win, you're going to be an owner of one of them. So that's very powerful, man. And I think people are going to love this.
For sure.
This is our first, theoretically, this is our first merch drop. And I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it too. So it's about, if you count it at $1,500, it's about $7,500 in dollar cost value. But the most important thing is that you can't put a dollar cost value on this because it's going to be unique to your NFT, whatever you choose. So it should be invaluable to the people who win. And I think it's just something that would be so cool and for a collector in their bedroom or in their office or just somewhere in their living room, just just perched up somewhere on a shelf. It would look amazing. And I think, I'm personally, I don't even have one of these myself, man. And the more I look at it, the more I can't wait for me to be able to own one too in the future, man. And whatever. Maybe I'll compete in Mint Monday and see if I win.
Leo, this will be the first ever giveaway that I will give you the ability to honestly earn. If you win, you get because we've always abstained from every giveaway. So this will be the first one that I'm willing to be a little bit more lenient on my ethical practices regarding giveaways.
No, guys. I appreciate the the offer, but this is for the community first, man, and it's fine. I'll get my hands on one of these sculptures one way or another. Maybe I'll buy it from a winner.
There you go. That's the way to go.
Yep.
I think you should have a fair chance. I think the community feels it's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to mint 1,000.
No.
Okay. Well, geez. At least make it fair, man.
Oh man. No, I'm not going to mint 1,000, guys. But regardless, this is something that is, man, it's crazy. I keep staring at it. It just looks so good. This guy is so talented, man. And this goes back to whenever I come in to AMAs and I tell you guys, like, hey, bring your craft to Web3. You don't even have to be a developer. You don't even have to have a project. You just have to be able to monetize on what people love. And what people love right now are NFTs. What people love right now are projects that they're invested in or whatever. And this gentleman who we're collaborating with to bring this Mint Monday experience to you guys, he was able to monetize his craft. He's able to create a successful business for himself in Web3 without even knowing how to write code, without even knowing how to be a developer, without even knowing how to build a website, whatever, right? But that's the thing. He recognized what he's good at, and he was able to bring that and become successful in Web3. Well, if he was going to take the traditional Web2 route, I guarantee you he might have, not to say he wouldn't have been as successful, it would have been a crazier process. Go get registered as a DBA, go do this for your taxes, go do that, go make commercials, go whatever. No, this guy, he got into projects, he got into communities, started talking and sharing his craft, and you got it's all networking, guys, and community is very powerful. And as long as we support each other, then we will all succeed together. And that's very important for everyone to understand. This is not a competition of who's better or who's worse. It's a competition against yourself, right? Be a better you and be able to use your craft to monetize yourself. And it's very important to do that. But how about we open the floor for some questions, if there's any?
Go ahead, Pharaoh. Pharaoh, you were raising your hand.
Oh, sorry, I was muted when I was talking. Do you guys know yet how many NFTs you'll be minting? Or that will be minted?
So for Mint Monday, you mean?
So like just the total supply of Shiba Doge NFTs that will be minted.
Oh yeah. So you would need, so in order to breed a Shiba Doge, you'd have to have a Shiba Army and a Doge Army, and you pretty much fuse them together, right? And they would create one Shiba Doge NFT. So we have 20,000 total. 10,000 Shiba Army and 10,000 Doge Army. So that would mean we would have 10,000 Shiba Doge NFTs.
Oh,
That is, of course, Leo, assuming there are no deflationary elements.
Assuming everyone breeds.
Well, no.
Well, also assuming that everyone holds one of each.
Exactly, yeah.
And there are no deflationary elements to it.
So yeah, in better terms, it will be 10,000 or less. Let's just say it like that.
Oh, okay.
But most likely less.
Most likely, yes. Yeah, I personally think, some have been lost in the nether. I'm pretty sure some people have burned NFT or not. I got to check the burn addresses to see if anyone ever sent Doge Army or Shiba Army NFT to a burn address. Maybe even we did one. I know we've burned all kinds of stuff. We burned Shiba Doge tokens. We've burned burn tokens. Maybe we even burned NFTs. I just don't remember. But yeah, I mean, that all has to be factored in. So.
And then the day that we're able to breed these NFTs.
That is to be announced, my friend. We still haven't finished everything that needs to be done to announce that just yet. But what I could tell you is that they will be dropping in season 3 of staking. So we're currently still in season 2.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure that I'm available for around that time.
Yeah. We'll make sure to work around your schedule. So just we'll keep you posted, my friend.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
That's some very good news that you guys have.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm glad you like it, my man. We've been putting a tremendous amount of work into this. I mean, countless late nights going back and forth, because you have to understand all the ideas that we come up with. Not only first, it goes in multiple stages. First, it has to kind of be came up with us in the room, the devs, and then we have to make sure it's something that our design team and creative director can put together, so it needs to fit the art specifications. And then once it goes through that approval process, it then needs to go through the tech and development team to be made sure that it can even be done technologically. So it's this insane process where it has to go through all these layers before any idea even can be presented. So yeah, we've been going back and forth for months, and we're in a very good place at this point. So we've thought through all of this very, very carefully and strategically.
Awesome.
That's a really talented first draft.
Thank you. Yeah, we have to scrap that. That's like our Pictionary games, dude.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Which we will have a Pictionary game this week. Let's do a Pictionary game tomorrow, actually. So pay attention to the chat. I'll hop on. We'll have a game of Pictionary, guys, and we'll have some fun. But yeah, I guess no other questions, huh, guys? Guess that just means we explained everything in a well manner. Oh, looks like Pharaoh has his hand up again. What's up, Pharaoh? Still muted.
Oh, sorry, I was talking on mute again. In terms of what holders can do with the licensed NFTs, like making merch and stuff, they would be creating their own websites and then creating like their own Shibadoge merch and selling it online or in person.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be able to do anything you want with it, man. You'd be able to do literally anything. It's your CCO. You own the IP to it. The intellectual property is yours. The CCO is yours. So if you wish to create a website and sell merch with your NFT or the NFTs that you own, then you're more than welcome to do that.
Now, is there any kind of rules behind the licensing of like as what people can create and what kind of merch they can create, or it's just like anything they want?
Anything you want. Absolutely anything you want.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't need to be like proposed or approved or anything.
Nope. You own it.
It's your license, you own it. But
Awesome.
try not to do anything too grimy.
Well, I'm just thinking, right? Like if somebody, a part of the community, doesn't really agree with what somebody else is going to do with their licensing, like, or like what kind of stuff they're creating with it, right? You know what I mean? That's why I was just wondering if there'd be some sort of community voting or kind of rules or guidelines.
No, for sure.
that.
But you got to think about it as if like you own the NFT, you own the rights to that NFT and what you can do with it. So let's say you build a business out of your NFT. You know, you've got to keep in mind the resaleability of that NFT in some way, and you know it's entirely your decision whether you want to make it something that's going to have a very niche audience or something that's going to be able to be broadly sold to anyone in the community, outside of the community, you know, somebody who aligns with your views. So it's kind of it's an arbitrary decision that you have to make.
Okay.
All right, Chivo. Let's bring up Chivo.
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up, Chivo? Good, how are you?
Doing good. Hey, just a quick question, just to clarify this. When we are able to breed both of the NFTs, they can only be minted once, correct?
Correct.
So meaning that one member, so that means one member. So if I breed mine, and for whatever reason I put mine on OpenSea, nobody else could pick a SHIB one, a Doge one up, and then breed them at that point because there's only 10,000. So once it's been bred, something's going to know that it's been
Yeah.
bred
So
before, and they can't do it again. Is that right?
yeah. We'll have a tool on our website that you guys can go in and punch the NFT IDs into, and it'll tell you if it's been bred or not.
Or it may just be on Etherscan, and
Or it may just be on Etherscan.
Yeah.
It just depends if Etherscan will support that, which I'm sure they will.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, we're appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
Of course, man. Yep. So, I mean, some people say, I've been reading the chat for months now, and some people think like, the unbred NFTs might have a different value in the future just because they still have the, functionality to be bred. Whether that will be the case or not, I guess we're just going to have to wait a few more weeks, months, and see, right? So, I mean, if you look at history, virgins are always in demand. So we'll see how that goes in the case of breeding.
By the way, Leo, I just saw your artwork in the chat, man. Incredible work, man. Master.
Beautiful, right?
Master.
Yeah. Very talented.
Absolute just talent. We're looking at the next Van Gogh here, guys. We're looking at the next Van Gogh.
That's a one of one right there, dude. His name is Spot.
It kind of looks like a V friend.
Yeah, I think it looks better than the V friend.
We call him the Pappy Elephant.
Gary Vee would be proud. He'd probably choke on his gum if he saw that and be like, "Oh my god, it's a masterpiece." Fun fact, guys, about Gary Vee, I'm gonna share with you guys. Gary Vee swallows every piece of gum that he's ever chewed. He's swallowed every piece of gum that he's ever chewed. That guy, can't believe it. And the reasoning behind it is he says it's a waste of time to discard of it and spit it out. He doesn't want to spend the time to spit it out, so he swallows every piece of gum.
It amazes me how much this fact bugs you. He brings this up like every time. Like once a week, you bring up the Gary Vee swallowing his gum story.
I just find it amazing, man. I mean, like, how do you do that? Imagine swallowing I chew a lot of gum, so maybe this just doesn't chew as much gum as I do. But if I swallowed every piece of gum I ever chewed, I probably would be dead. George Greenway has a question. Let's bring up George. What's up, George?
Hey, how y'all?
Good, how are you?
I missed the first 20 minutes of this thing, so you guys might have went over this. So even though they're all personalized, will there be different ranks for them for the staking rewards?
So we'll let you guys know how the ranking system is going to work. But we talked about bloodlines. We're going to be introducing bloodlines, so that's going to be a ranking system in a sense. But in the near future, we'll kind of share some more info on how the actual ranking system and the rarity system for these NFTs will work. So we actually didn't even touch base on that.
Oh, so I'm just worried about staking rewards. Hey,
Gotcha.
guys, thank you.
You got it, man. No problem.
The breeds.
Any other questions, guys?
Leo, the breeds can't be staked, right? The breed.
So
yeah.
I think it's a little premature to even. I mean, look, today we announced, we revealed some sneak peeks of the project. We announced incredible utility on top of the project that's going to put us on the map with every NFT project out there, put us ahead of the curve. Those are, I think, small points from where we're going. So as of right now, that's TBD, and what's going to happen with that could be extremely interesting, could be very different from what we are already accustomed to. So I think we got to work with what we have.
Yeah, 100%, man. And as you know, things progress and seasons progress. Every season will hold something new, and every season will be different, man. So you know, we'll keep you guys posted as to the progression and what to expect. But for everything that we're sharing today is what we're comfortable actually talking about, and is actually finalized that we were able to bring to the table and share with you guys. So yeah, I mean, I think everything that we were able to bring today is very solid. Some really big stuff, and some things that haven't even been seen in the ecosystem of NFTs yet. So I think we really killed it with this one, guys. I think you guys are going to be blown away when it actually comes to life.
Oh yeah.
All right, Nikita Perry has a question.
Nah,
Nikita?
actually, Leo, I don't got a question. I just wanted to let you know, because I know you be busy a whole lot. So you remember when my wallet had got hacked? I just want y'all to know. Yeah, I just want you to know that I have been staking every day since the war zone opened up. I just moved my NFTs into a different wallet. So I just want you to remember that for whatever the season over, because I want the best of the best rewards.
Yes, sir. That's what it's all about. And just be careful out there, man. You know, there are a lot of scumbags out there that hack people and scam people. So just be careful, everybody. Be careful out there. Make sure you guys protect yourselves on the internet.
Yeah, most definitely. I learned my lesson that day. It was a blessing and a lesson.
Could have been a lot worse, right?
You know it.
All right, let's bring up Deadhead. Deadhead 419.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's up, brother?
Oh, not much. I just had a quick question. First of all, everything looks really great. Very impressed with you guys. Keep up the good work. And my question is, can we get an update maybe on how the new website's coming?
Yeah, so Alex, I don't know if you've been talking to anybody as far as the progression of that goes, but I won't be able to give you guys an update because that's just not my line.
I can jump in. Yeah, we actually are working on a variation of websites that are going to be put up there. So the answer to your question is yes, it's in the works, and it's actually going to be revealed pretty soon, or released and publicized pretty soon. We've got a community member helping us and assisting us with basically putting together, I won't say who it is, but we're putting together this incredible holder dashboard that's going to give you all the tools that you need to be able to do as much research as you can. DD wise, you're going to be able to get more information than you can, compared to really any other token. And on top of that, we're also releasing a new website for the NFT project Shiba Doge, the Shiba Doge NFT, the final culmination of it. It's going to be, a very interesting and epic NFT project, and a website that's going to be announced and released into the market. So that's coming all together in culmination of everything, and should be announced soon. I mean, it's a work in progress.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Super bullish. Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. I mean, they asked me to design the NFT website or just the whole website, but I mean, as you guys can see, my drawings, they depict my creativity. So. But yeah, guys, let's take a couple more questions and then we'll wrap it up. And I'll have more info, and we're going to be sharing some more info on the details of Mint Monday as well too. But it's just straightforward. You mint, you get an entry. But we're going to have some tweets. We're going to be sharing this all over Twitter over the weekend and as we progress coming into Monday. And I think we're going to leave the mints open for 24 hours this time. So as soon as they open on Monday, they'll be open for 24 hours, and then it'll be done, and then we'll go ahead and start putting all the entries on the wheel. But I think it's going to be cool, man, and we're getting close to we're getting close to selling out the Shiba Army NFTs, and the Vitalik is still yet to come out, so that's another huge catalyst as well. There's another one that's yet to come out. That's another huge catalyst as well. So there are still some huge prizes left on the table. And then obviously, in order to breed, you're going to need Shiba Army and Doge Army pairs, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have as well. But, especially as the project grows and as more people come in, everything is going to be in demand. And then also Alex he hinted something about a deflationary system. So that, just use your imagination and figure out what we're trying to get at with that, because that's another key element into this whole thing, that the NFTs are going to become deflationary as well. Hint. But yeah, guys. Yes. But yeah, guys, that's we'll wrap it up here. We'll leave off on a good note. We'll go ahead and answer any other questions that come up in the chat. So if you have any other questions that you couldn't think of off the top of your head to ask right now, you can feel free to tag us in the chat, and we'll get back to you guys. But this was awesome. It's a huge relief off of our chest to be able to finally be able to share this with you guys, because we've been trying to keep it under wraps for as long as we could, but it was just so exciting that we couldn't hold it in anymore. We wanted to share it with you guys, and we're happy that we did. Went well. So we'll have another AMA in the future, outlining a lot of newer things that we want to talk about with the collection as well, and elaborating more on some of the things that we talked about today. And obviously, this isn't going to be the last time you guys hear about this. This is the first time, and as it gets closer to launch, we will be having much more discussions about it. But we'll wrap this up here today. Just wanted to thank you guys all for tuning in. Wanted to thank you guys all for your continuous support. Project would be nothing without you guys, and it's very important that you guys know that we appreciate every single one of you guys for coming in here and spending your time here with us and contributing to the growth of the community. And we're just going to keep continuing, guys. Tunnel vision. Now we know that Ethereum is proof of stake, so it just makes it even more bullish for creators like us to build new things on here and continue to build things that have already been implemented, like the Shiba Doge project, Burn project, and all our NFTs. So stay tuned for some more news on things that we're working on in the very near future. But right now, we're just super focused on getting the task at hand completed. And yeah, that's pretty much all for today, boys and girls. If you missed Shiba, that sucks. If you missed Doge, that also sucks. And if you missed Shiba Doge, you suck. All right, guys. Yeah, we love you. Talk to you guys soon. I'll be on here sometime tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time, but I'll be on tomorrow on VC, and we're going to run a couple games of Pictionary. We did this sometime last week, and it was really, really fun. So I'll be on here tomorrow, and we'll run some games together. Peace.
Peace.
Everyone have a great week.